All right. We recording? I think we're recording. Okay, so we're here at the 22nd card, or sorry, 21st card, which is our 22nd video, okay, because we started at 0. And we're at the end of the journey. Here we're at the universe, or the world card, right? So, stage left, you have the Thoth deck, right? So its Hebrew association with this card is Tau, or Te, or Tau, it's Tau, or, yeah, it's Tau, or Thou, or whatever, however you want to pronounce that. It's T-A-U or T-A-O or something like that. Anyway, so it's a th sound. Anyway, so that corresponds with Saturn. But this card also corresponds with Earth, right? So it's got like a double sort of astrological association. So this is elemental Earth and astrological Saturn. Okay, so what is this card? Alright, so it's obviously it's the depiction of a woman representing the world or the earth or the universe, right? But this isn't like just a physical universe, right? Even though that it encompasses all of the physical universe. No. This is everything in the universe. This is why the 4 Rubic beasts are shown in this card. This is another one of those crazy magic cards, right? So the universe encompasses everything. This is why she's surrounded by the 4 Rubic beasts, or the 4 fixed positions of the zodiac. So you have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and these are the fixed signs of the zodiac. So each sign is a fixed version of the elemental energies, because it's in the zodiac, because there's 12 signs in the zodiac, right? And I will argue to death anybody comes at me with that 13th sign astrology, because it's fucking just nonsense, absolute nonsense, right? Okay, so here's the thing. So you have 12 signs, you have 4 elements, and then you have 3 alchemical triplicity. So the alchemical triplicity is sulfur, which is cardinal, right? This is the active sign. You have salt, which is fixed. That's the fixed signs. And then you have Mercury, mutable. These are the mutable signs, right? So mutable means the energy of that system is easily taken over. It's like a recessive gene in like when it comes down to genealogy. But this is energy. So this is like a recessive energy, right? While the cardinal is a dominant energy. So if you put a dominant energy with a recessive energy, the dominant cardinal energy overtakes the mutable energy. But if you put a mutable energy even with a fixed energy, the mutable changes, right? So if you're mixing with the fixed energy with cardinal energy, the fixed energy doesn't change, right? It's just added with the cardinal energy, which would be a little bit more active, but there's no change in it. And this is the weird thing about the alchemical triplicities, right? So the idea of most magical systems, at least the Golden Dawn magical system, is you're drawing the glyphs for these signs because they are the fixed form of the energy. So what this is representing, right, in the depiction of the card, because all these pictures mean something, right? And this is the cool thing. Like when I first picked up tarot, I was like, oh, dude, all these symbols, and they're all super cool. I bet they all mean something. And they do, right? It's exactly what you wanted when you were a little kid. Like mystery, but it's like pictorial, and it's right there in front of you, right? But you don't know what it means until you know what it means. Then it becomes deeper, right? So this is what the card means, right? So it's surrounded by the 4 aspects of reality. So it's representing all the different aspects of reality. So it's not only the world and everything in it. It is the world and everything in it. So it's not only what you do, it's also the food you eat. It's also the thoughts you think. It's also the forms of entertainment you utilize. It's about how you play video games. It's about how you interact with the people online. It's everything. It's about how something makes you feel. It's about the feeling itself. It's about the source of that feeling. It's about how that feeling inspires you to move forward. It's about every goddamn thing. And so whenever this card comes up, it's encompassing all of reality. And so you have to look at everything that's going on around you. Now, in the story of the Fool, what is this card? Okay, so the fool has gone all the way through and has gone through the final judgment, right? The Aeon made a decision, and now he realizes that he is the universe. He is an embodiment of the consciousness of the universe, exploring itself subjectively. So, this universal realization is the moment where the fool became the hermit, became the fool again, because he's realized he's exactly where he started. He's exactly where he was in the beginning, and it's nothing's changed. Absolutely nothing. Great, my camera's all fucky. All right, so like nothing's changed. It's just he has all this fucking crazy occult knowledge, and he's a little bit wiser, and he's a little bit smarter, and he takes a little bit more time to think about things, and he's just a little bit better off for his journey. And he feels as if he has a soul now, right? Because this is the whole idea of the tarot. The tarot will teach you how to create the soul. Because the soul is a thing that's generated. My fucking camera's all fucked up. It's throwing me off. Anyways, so the fool has gone to the hermit, has become the universe, and he's realized that he is simply an embodiment of the consciousness of the universe. And by that he can experience the universe, and he realizes his soul will never die, because all he is an embodiment of the universe. He's the rest of the world around him, and everything else is just a projection. This is the funny thing. Whenever a yogi asks you, like, if a yogi or a guru or some mystic saw, like, where do you see me? You don't point externally at them. Point at your own head, because that's where everything's being perceived. Because this is the secret of the world card, of the universe card, is you cannot perceive of anything outside of your own nervous system. Okay? You can only figure out what your eyes are seeing and decode that information into your brain and experience sight. You can only decode the information of touch. You can only decode the information of taste or smell. These are decoding. This is a reaction of an external stimulus to your sensory organ. It is not actually the external stimulus, right? So, what is this? This is the idea of the Indra's web, of a bead that has a superposition of everything else outside of it that's reflected inside of it is actually inside of it as well. Because that's where the superposition, it's just like this weird psychedelic thing. So what it is the universe card is where the hermit becomes the magician, because now he understands that the external world is only an internal projection from himself, from spirit. And now he can actually take control of these four aspects: his material, his intellectual, his emotional, and his willful different elements of his being. And now he can become the magician, and now he can use these and control these and activate them and utilize them to what they're supposed to do to gain the actual goal, the true thelema, right? The real true will. Because the true will is this idea that you get yourself high enough, right? You will figure out that you are a embodiment of the universe, and all you would want is love, life, happiness, and all that other good stuff, right? So that would be the idea of the thelema, or the true will. Do what thou wilt, but do what thou truly wilt, because that true will is to live, love, life, laugh, read a good book every now and then. Anyways, so that's the thing about this card. This is where the fool has finally come to the full realization and has become the magician for the next fool. And thus the cycle continues and has embedded itself into itself and upon itself over and 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 over again, recursively, just continuously. And now we're back to the wheel card, right? Now we're actually just turning the wheel. Now we're just spinning the fucking wheel. Just going and going and going, go round. Go round. Round. Okay. Alright. So that's tarot. That's the major arcana, right? So the major arcana is the... Okay. Tarot is a pictorial representation of Kabbalah. Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism, which involves a lot of the magic and priestcraft that they were actually doing in the Bible. And you have to understand your Kabbalah to understand your Bible. Otherwise, you're not getting it. Otherwise, well, no, the full thing. Otherwise, you're just reading stories, right? You're not getting the esoteric meanings of it, which are more about... There's more to it, right? There's just more to it. There's a lot more in the Bible than just, oh, this guy did that and begat him and they fucking stabbed him with a sword and took their shit, right? There's more. There's a reason why there's the stupid little details, right? And if you have your Kabbalah, right, you know all your little associations, you can actually go in and be like, okay, so they're talking about this and this story and this and this story. And this is how you learn it, right? This is how us weird Westerners learn it. We have to learn it through our system and learn how the Kabbalah actually integrates into how our society is run, and then we can go back and learn all the spiritual information from the Bible, right? But here is the what the major arcana is, right? This is the connections to the Sephiroths, because the Sephiroths are emanations from God. There's 10 emanations, and together they form the tree of life, right? The one tree that we're trying to eat from. Okay, and the reason why the sphere Doth, or knowledge, is not there in the actual Kabbalistic spheres is we ate it, right? And so what we learn in the major arcana is how these connections go, like the connections to each path. And I really want to be like, hey guys, you need to check out the Muru Foundation, because they do really cool stuff about the Hebrew letters and the actual like mystic parts of the Bible, right? Or the Torah. Again, part of the tarot, Torah, it's just keeps rotating, right? It's just this endless cycle and wheel. And it's about the evolution of the soul, or the generation of the soul, right? And I would encourage people to go and watch Holy Mountain, because the Holy Mountain's like the best movie, and it fucking will blow your mind, right? But anyway, so that's the tarot, or at least part of it, and I'll be doing the minor arcana later, but I need a little bit of a tarot break because I'm a bit burnt out. But that's it, and I got it out before summer, so it was the summer of the major arcana, and I hope you guys like it. Let me know if I missed anything. I'm not an academic, so I'm not approaching this in any form, way, shape, or ever coming at this like, oh, I'm an academic and I'm gonna call it this like I'm goddamn at school and this blah 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 and story. No, I'm about the actual experience and about actually doing this stuff. So if you like what I do and you want me to talk about other stuff or things that I've experienced, that's great. That's awesome. I think we all need to actually start talking about weird mystical magical shit, because obviously there's more to reality than what modern science is telling us, because they can't even explain their own models. They have to put in remainders for fucking their scientific models to tell us what's reality. You can't even fucking finish your equations, man. Come on. At least ours are supposed to be open-ended. Right? Anyways, so that's it. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe, help me out, show your friends. Hate watch, I don't know, give me a comment. I always like that. I always like seeing people's comments. It's always great. And I do read them all, even if I don't respond. Sometimes I'm like, I have nothing really to respond to this. Agree or don't agree or whatever, you know? But yeah, that's me. Again, check it out, do your own research. Done that, somebody clap back with something else, right? Alright guys.